Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and in this video we're going to be discussing perks. So perks, these magical things that give you sort of extra powers in Call of Duty multiplayer and zombies actually as well. And they do in the campaign in a kind of different way, but you kind of pick them as part of your personality of your character. So if you don't equip the Perk Greed Wildcard, you can choose up to 3 perks. And they're under different slots, perk 1, perk 2 and perk 3, and so you have a fixed choice under each one. Now sometimes this will change throughout the lifetime of the game, sometimes the developers will change things. So let's take a look what you could choose under perk 1 if you have unlocked it. So Engineer first. Engineer. Detect enemy equipment and score streak through walls, see enemy score streaks on your minimap, reroll care packages. You probably played with Engineer already, because as you first start off you have the Engineer perk, and it's really good for seeing especially enemy spy planes and mines and stuff like that, because they're outlined in red and you can see them through walls and stuff. So Engineer is a powerful perk and very, very useful because it stops you dying in all sorts of odd situations and speeds up things like shooting down enemy aircraft. Paranoia. So when an enemy aims at you, you kind of get the sides of the screen go red if they're outside of the view, and you get an alert. Paranoia can be really good, especially if you're a sniper and you're staying at the back of the map or in a hidey hole, and you're prone perhaps, and if looks at you, you've got to move quickly. So, and also if you're in that sort of situation, you're probably not under threat from things like explosives or gas or anything like that. So maybe consider having it on if you're a sniper. Flak jacket. Flak jacket could be, well, one of the crutch perks. So flak jacket, you just take reduced damage from explosives. So especially when you're playing the objective mode, say domination, hardpoint, or combined arms, that sort of thing. There's lots of grenades, lots of C4, lots of Semtex, lots of cruise missiles, all flying around, and this will stop you from taking some of the damage. Now, it won't save you all of the time, but especially from things like the mines that are laying around, this will stop you dying, unless you're right on top of it. Will stop you dying, so it gives you a second chance. I quite like the flak jacket perk, because it does stop you dying in those situations. So that's probably one you should, if you've got a general purpose class setup, flak jacket's probably one you want. Tactical mask. So this is the one that stops you from being affected by gas. Obviously it's a gas mask, but flashbang and stun grenades, when you do get stunned, your character shakes off the effect a lot quicker. So when you're defending, say, a flag or a hard point, someone throws a stun in, you're stunned for a little bit, but by the time they rush in, you're good to go and you can shoot them. Obviously, flak jacket and tactical mask kind of go together, but unless you run the special wildcard, you can't choose them at the same time. Forward intel, so you get a bigger mini-map, and you get to see where enemies are coming from. You get a special indication. Haven't really played around with that one, so don't know whether it will be worth doing or not. Perk 2. So Assassin is the one you first start off with. This is the one where you'd see on your minimap, you see the little crosses, so you know that person's running up a big score streak, so it's worth killing them. I didn't actually think it was that good. Gearhead is the one I'm using at the moment on this class setup. So Gearhead means that your field upgrade, say your field bike or your mine or your trophy system, recharges quicker, and also you can carry 2 of them around. So you can carry 2 trophy systems around, which is really good for say hardpoint or domination, where you can toss a couple around and it protects you from incoming RPGs and grenades and stuff. Scavenger, replenish ammo from fallen players. Now, in Modern Warfare 2019, everybody had Scavenger on automatically, and the fact that if you ran over a dead player who had the same weapon type as you with the same ammo, you would pick up their weapon. Now, I don't run out of ammo that often. I'm not that good. I die, so not really for me. Quartermaster. Now this is interesting. Now with the Quartermaster perk equipped in perk 2, your tacticals and your lethal, so your frag grenades and your smoke grenades or your stun grenades recharge, so you can keep using them. So again, if you're a type of person who stays alive for a lot longer, and you run out of them, you think, oh god, I wish I had some more stun grenades, use the Quartermaster tracker. This is the one where you see people's footprints. Quite specialist, but you know, you might like it. Perk 3, GungHo. Now GungHo is the one you start with, and this is the one where you can still fire your guns when you're sprinting. You know, it's guns up all the time. It's a good perk to use. It's a good perk to use, especially if you're rushing around the map a lot, because it means that you haven't got that aim down sight delay, the sprint out delay for when you start shooting, when you bump into someone. Take less damage when falling, fire more accurately when sliding. So it's kind of helping the person who is very aggressive. Ghost. This means that when you're moving around the map, and the key point there is you have to be moving. You won't appear on the minimap when there's an enemy spy plane up above. Can be useful. I'm running at the moment. I'm kind of going back whether I should go back to GungHo or not. Cold-blooded. This means that AI controlled streaks don't see you. So things like the helicopter when it comes in, and things like the turrets, the auto turrets, they won't see you, so you'll be safe. And thermal sights, you will still appear on thermal sights, but you'll be the same colour as the background, so it's difficult to see you. You won't show up as, you know, bright orange. So yeah, good perk, interesting perk, kind of goes with Ghost kind of thing. Ninja. Now Ninja, the Ninja perk, sprint more quietly, resistant to field mic when sprinting, speak only when necessary. Now some of these perks are probably going to be better for game modes like Seek and Destroy, where players are going to be listening out intently for footsteps. I mean, I do that anyway, but with Ninja again, you can creep around, maybe even the objective based game modes as well. You can creep around, get behind people, get into flanking positions to take out enemies, and they won't be able to see you. So interesting. Then we have Spycraft. Hack enemy field upgrades. You're immune to the counter spy plane, so you know your minimap will stay clear. Jammer track and paranoia won't trigger proximity mines or gas mines. So all of a sudden you think, oh wait a minute, that's actually quite cool, that, isn't it? When you're running around, you're not going to trigger those mines, which are a pain in the arse, aren't they? So it could be a useful one to go for. So you know, what might you consider going for? Well, for me at the moment, for a general purpose setup, say where I'm running a domination and a hardpoint and TDM, that sort of thing, I would probably go with yeah, I'd probably go with Perk 1 as Flak Jacket, Perk 2 as Gearhead, so I get my trophy system quicker, and Perk 3 as Ghost. But I'm going to do some testing against GungHo. Now, if actually you think, oh, I can't decide, I want more than one perk, when you unlock it, you can have the Perk Greed wildcard, and all of a sudden you can have 2 perks on either slot. So this is pretty amazing. So what we could now have is we could have Flak Jacket and, let's take Engineer off, we could have Flak Jacket and Tactical Mask, so we're protected against explosives and stun grenades. How good is that? Perk 2, I would then have get rid of Assassin, I would have Gearhead and Quartermaster, so my field upgrade would be recharging and my grenades would be recharging. How cool would that be? And then for Perk 3, I would probably have GungHo and Ghost. Or would I have Ninja? Oh gosh, see, this is where even I need another perk, but no, we can only have 2. So GungHo I could run around shooting while I was sprinting. Ghost, they don't see me on the minimap. Ninja, they won't hear me coming. I might do that. Go GungHo and Ninja. So you're running and sprinting quietly, and your guns are up. So if they do hear the patter of tiny feet, you can shoot them. So there we go. Now, obviously, by equipping the Perk Greed wildcard, we're giving up danger close. So we go back to 1 smoke grenade, 1 frag grenade, 1 lethal, and 1 tactical. But there we go. That is a discussion on the perks. You've got to unlock them before we can use them. But they're very interesting, and they make a small percentage change to what happens in the game. And as the game progresses, you know, watch videos from the likes of Drifter and Exclusive Ace, and we'll get to start to know which are the clutch perks. And you'll know or crutch perks, you'll get to know from playing as well, you know, whether, you know, you're just sick and tired of dying from explosives, so you know that's why you want flak jacket, or maybe you get sick and tired of dying from mines, so that's why you want that that Spycraft perk. But anyway, what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.